Crimes targeting Asian Americans have risen dramatically since the start of the pandemic.
The surge in hate crimes against Asian Americans only getting worse, and some of the accounts are extremely violent.
Reportedly has nearly 3,800 instances of discrimination within the past year alone.
Then I put my hand on my face. I tried help, but nobody helped.
I cannot stay here. Kick or down.
Thank you so much, everybody. And I'm so honored and privileged to stand together here with all of you, because today we stand together in solidarity against anti-Asian hate and racism.
大家好，我是加拿大华人同乡会联合总会的执行主席韩家良。据不完全统计呢，自从疫情发生之后呢，加拿大发生了600多宗对亚裔的这种攻击、对亚裔的这种歧视的这个案件，所以我们同乡总会呢就为此组织了这次的游行。
我给我们同乡会。注意事项你要记住。
这次我们这个出发点是有2个集合点，第一个呢是在这个Highway 7的北边，这是第2集合点。第1集合点在Highway 7的南边，进入这 Queens Park。Queens Park 呢是一个圈儿，我们游行队伍在这个圈里面，然后经过省政府以后呢，然后我们整个的游行时间是1个小时。
My name is Edgar Manala. I am a First Nations from America. I want to share a message to all citizens of the world. If we open our skins, we will find all the same inside our bodies. You'll see same organs as heart, kidney, etc. We are all the same. Asian hate and racism cannot be tolerated in our country and elsewhere in the world. Newcomers with varied ethnic backgrounds all have contributed to the prosperity and diversity of Canada. My wish is to reiterate the importance of mutual respect and multiculturalism in our country. Stop Asian hate or any type of racism to any culture in the world. Through the music, I share respect, kindness and happiness. Let's be one family in this journey. Let's be one family in this world.
大家知道，我们这一次这个游行的一个要点，就是要引起加拿大乃至于全球所有人对于最近这一系列的针对华人或者是亚裔的这种歧视，甚至是言语乃至于行为的这种暴力攻击。那么我们在加拿大是一个自由、民主、开放，同时又是一个多元的社会。那么我想像这样子的行径，不论是在道德上，在这个法律制度上面，都是不能容忍的。
What are your thoughts on the recent spate of anti-Asian hate?
As of Chinese people, as of a Chinese community, doesn't matter in the United States or in Canada. As of these things happen, we all should stood up and say something and express our feeling that things shouldn't have happened. Even though in any other cultures, we wouldn't zero tolerance anyway in racism.
Over the last 1 or 2 years, we've seen an very large public outpour of support towards primarily Black African Americans and Black Canadians. But however, recently we've not really seen that kind of public support in such a scale, such as the Black Lives Matter movement directed possibly towards Asian Americans or Asian Canadians. Do you possibly have any advice for these communities in garnering more support towards?
I'm not sure what advice I can give. I also make the same observation. But at the same time, one should not put themselves in the position of the blacks, as they've suffered immensely so for hundreds of years. And in spite of the Americans passing laws forbidding it, they govern as if those laws did not exist. So I would not compare too much. Everybody's different, but I do agree that we got to get the population to be alerted to what's happening, and to make their own contribution to make sure it doesn't happen again. And it's for all of us to show more maturity to separate difference of opinion than actual how we treat with people, how we deal with behavior. So I think it's a reminder for all of us, and even our parliamentary associations. We have a lot of meetings with Chinese representatives, government representatives, but we clearly state our differences. But at the same time, we try to do it in a way that we can talk to each other, because eventually we have to find solutions to the differences, and it's by talking and trying to understand other people's views.
我对有些做法有些看法呢，这个选举上我们就可以看出来了。有些议员明确的说了，我不重视亚洲的票，因为他们不团结，一盘散沙。投票的时候，我们中国人投票率多少啊？我们讲个最近的，在史家堡这次选举，总共是7万多人可以投票，居民是11万，大概只有将近4000人去投票，也就是10%。他3000多一点票就当选了。我们中国人8个中国人加起来的票是他的2倍，7000票，可是就没选上，为什么呢？我们中国人没有，很多人不出来投票嘛，是不是？多的票也就是几百票啊，还有1000票、2000票，所以说你歧视是很多原因的。一，该表示诉求你不表示；二，被人家歧视不敢出声；三，给你一个机会去表达你不去；四，让你去投票争取你的权益你不去。
Days in my mom's time, we were told to be silent. We were told to be quiet, and we were told to be, don't fight back, just ignore it. And it's just not right. We have to not physically fight back, but we have to raise our voices to raise awareness. Unless otherwise, it will never stop. And thanks to things that's happening in the United States, like a Black Lives Matter movement, that we're finally having a courage to speak our voices.
我觉得我是黑头发、黑眼睛、黄皮肤，我就应该站起来，为我们的民族争取。
Good day. I am Paul Mascotte, and I represent the province of Quebec in the Senate of Canada. The Asian community has been part of Canada for many, many decades. It has been seriously involved in the construction of our rail lines, in the development of our economy, and has remained so today. In fact, immigrants still remain a significant portion of our success socially and economically.
大家好，我是加拿大的国会议员董涵鹏。如果我们看回历史，在每一个不同的时段，当这些事件发生的时候，都有我们的社区领袖、我们的政治领袖站出来维权，而得到了一个显著的效果。这说明一个问题，在加拿大这种法治民主的国家里面是可以做到的。我也思考一个问题，作为一个国会议员，我能做些什么？在这种情绪平复之后，有没有真正的改变？所以呢，我在加拿大国会文化遗产的立法委员会呢，提出了一个 motion， 这个 motion 呢也得到了全票的通过。这 motion 呢就是要求国会 这个立法委员会呢，对反亚裔歧视做一个系统化的调查，然后出台一个报告，通过国会要求政府在120天之内出行一个计划来改变这个现状。我相信加拿大的多元文化和它包容性作为它公共政策的基石，可以使得加拿大呢在全球范围在反亚裔歧视的运动当中呢作为一个表率。
The rise in anti-Asian hatred and racism that we've seen over the past many months is absolutely horrific. It is unacceptable in Canada or anywhere else around the world. And as a government, as we've moved forward on anti-racism strategies with the Secretariat, with record investments, with support for various communities, we will continue to directly and specifically support Asian Canadians who've seen a horrific rise in hate crimes. It is absolutely unacceptable in Canada that we be seeing this, and I know we all in this House stand united on this issue.
人種差別は絶対にダメなことですし、やってはいけないことというのは子供の時に習ったはずなのに、それが行われているということは本当に悲しいことです。
Now, we're here to mourn the loved ones who died in the U.S. But let's not forget, we have all seen the statistics, and it is absolutely unacceptable what we've been seeing. There has been a spike in anti-Asian violence, and it is incumbent upon every single one of us to come together and to say this is completely unacceptable, and that we have a responsibility not only to condemn it, but to take action to make sure that this does not occur.
Yeah, I am very happy and very excited to have so many people turn out in our community. We had around 300 cars, which beat our expectations by 100. That means so many of our Asian Canadian community think this is a very important problem for all of Canada to recognize. We really need to raise awareness in the wider community in Canada so that this problem is tackled by our government, by the media, and by the wider public. We need to unite together to fight against racism in Canada. Stop Asian hate. Thank you.
反对对我们这个亚洲所有种族的人的歧视。
希望全民都警觉起来，反对种族歧视。
加油！
加油！
希望加拿大和中国长期友好。谢谢。
Let's heal the world. Make it a better place for you, for me, and for our entire human race. Thank you.